What's up, world? Welcome to a new episode of the Brand New Show. Shout out to my family, Culture TV podcast. They sent me another artist, another amazing artist, man. Can't wait to talk to this young man. Tell them where they can find all your music, find you on social media platforms, YouTube's, everything, man. Tell them where they can find all your amazing music, man.
You can find me on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, all that. My name is Akyb26, and basically I'm just out here trying to make good music.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm all for good music, man. Shit. I think everybody in the goddamn world is all for good music, man.
And
I
people got
mean,
different vibes for the reason why they do it.
yeah, man, and good music is that's a horror, boy. I swear, because it's hard to find it nowadays, man. So many artists don't, like you said, so many artists don't know why they're doing it now. They doing it for fame, they doing it for attention, but they don't really know why. What's the essence of good music? So, what do you feel that your music brings that is good?
Um, if it's for if it's a certain type of song, if it's a certain vibe I'm going for the attention for changing a perspective. I say I'll be more illuminative to trying to just make people more comfortable in their self, for their self in a situation, to try to at least change or at least know what's going on. I write songs about a lot of stuff, but most subjects will be about relationships, either toxic or just something that is not worth working for anymore.
We all need those songs, man, because 9 out of 10 nobody knows what a real relationship is. So, that shit fits, man. That shit fits, man. What made you want to be an artist, man? What got you like to become an artist? What was the one song artist thing that made you be like, I want to do this shit for real?
Honestly, it was in between because I wanted to kind of just stay in. I wanted to kind of just really focus on school because I really didn't have an avenue with music. I really didn't. I say me listening to T Pain all since I was little, and me doing stage plays when I was little. I love just performing, and it kind of just worked two and two. Be inspired. You got to get inspired. You have to be inspired by something. That's what it was for me.
How did that's interesting, man. So, did you always want to be an actor? Because you did stage play. So, did you want to be an actor first, and that kind of was like the direction, but you kind of
Yes.
was like, I want to like music made more sense to you, maybe in a sense, like.
Yeah, it was. I did. I still wanna act, but it takes me farther out and it makes me be longer for my family. So that's why I chose to just do music because it gives me a short time to be able to really focus and gravitate to that.
Yeah, man. So you said T Pain was one of your inspirations. So did you have any more, or was it just T Pain? It was just like Nappy Boy,
um,
and I'm good. It was like,
yeah, I'll be real with it. I say off top, Kevin Gates, um, Moray. I like his music a lot. Uh, with the
Moray,
heart and soul. Huh?
Moray, that dude, man. Moray, that
Yeah.
dude, man.
Been a fan of his since he was like what at 600 subscribers. Yeah, I have a few people that's loyal like that for me, but I ain't there yet. But the last one I could say that I actually admired their music a lot. I say Bob Wayne.
Yeah, man. Rod Wave, yeah, man. I remember my brother playing me Rod Wave in a car once. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? I was like, this dude real different. I was like, holy shit. I was like,
Yeah,
oh shit, this dude
yeah.
different.
It's like I say this every other. It's like a feeling, when you know it's something beautiful, you just listen to it. But if you know it's just something you got to be high to or just be enjoying, oh, that's the dude right there. If you just want to feel somebody how they feel, that's it.
Mm. So what I'm taking from what you saying, all the artists that you just said, all them artists that you just said, kind of blur the lines between rapping and R&B. They kind of like they're not really rap, but they're not also R&B. They kind of like in the middle. They kind of could fit both. And you
Yeah,
fuck with both because you're like they singing about heartbreak, but they also got a nice ass beat. It's like yeah, it's hard to like it's hard to kind of like
Yeah,
what is
that's
this
kind of what
shit?
I
I don't
switched gears to. That's kind of what I switched gears to for my past few songs. That's what I switched gears to,
even.
just to have people feel me more, but on not just an intelligent level, but just on a level where they be like, oh, this pop.
I don't even know what the fuck you call it though. Like, cause I've been like, cause this has been like my thing when like, cause my one of my favorite artists is Drake. So it's kind of been like that since I've heard Drake in like '09, and I heard like Fear, and I was like, yeah, this shit is different. Like, I was like, this shit is completely different. And
Oh
so
yeah,
it's kind of it blurs the lines. I don't know what the fuck you call it. I can't even say it's hip hop and R&B. It's like melodic hip hop. That's I guess that's the
um,
term. I'm assuming. I don't know what the term of it is because because nobody knows what the fuck to call it. They just call it like they're rappers. I'm like they're not really rappers. Like I'm no like I don't look at Young Blue as a rapper. Like I look at him as like an R&B that could flow. I don't know what to call these guys. Like they're not rappers, but their music is so damn good. It's like what the fuck do you call it?
I don't even know. I don't even know. I just know that if it can make a good sound and also feels good, I'm all for it. If it makes sense, more importantly, if the song makes sense beginning to end, I'm all for it. But if it's just something just to make a song, I'm gonna listen to the beat, then listen to the lyrics first.
Yeah, I tell people this all the time. Like I listen to the words. Some people listen to the beat. They want to dance, and I'm like, there's more to that than just dancing. Like you could tell a song that's just a club record, and you could tell a song that's actually like a real thought out, processed song. You know, you got
Yeah,
certain you got certain artists that do that, but it's kind of like it's so far in between, which goes back to good music because those are the artists that got those types of music. You know what I'm saying? That could kind of like give you the club record, but also give you the songs that make you actually sit there and be like, damn, he actually said something deep. I'm gonna have to use this shit.
yeah, yeah. I found out the hard way that it's not as easy to write one of them kind of songs. Just to make sure everybody gravitate towards it. It's not as easy, but it is as fun as it is challenging.
Yeah. Um, what about your childhood that made you realize like, you know, music is the path that you wanted to take?
um, I'm that generation that came from watching Disney Channel, Nickelodeon. You seen, yeah, you know how it is. All day, all you see is people being on stage performing. You be like, I wonder what that's like, you
Yeah.
know. And then you do little small school talent shows. You might not be the lead, but when you get on stage, you try to do your best.
Hmm.
I was one of those people, you know, just trying to make the best out of small situations. My childhood was basically trying to just be something bigger than what I knew, and I didn't. You know, it was just that in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you just like me high school musicals and you seeing that shit like what the fuck going on? Like they can do that shit for
Man,
real? Like what the fuck?
low key thought that was real. I was one.
Like,
I was one of those people, and I'm gonna be real with it. I'm always real with my music, so I'm gonna be real with it. One people, I low key thought that was real, so I had to switch it up on my first. After the second day, I had to switch it up when I went to high school. I had to be hard. I had to be like, I ain't gonna let nobody know that I wanted to dance.
that shit was real though, man. Shit, like I was the same. Like watching this shit, I'm like, yo, is this shit real, man? What the fuck going on with this? You can
And
actually you can actually sing on a basketball court. This shit is crazy.
I always wanted them to make a black version of it to see how to make it more realistic. You know, for people like us,
Yeah.
like we going to high school. Hey, you got to join a drama club. You got to go. You got to create a glee club. You got to be able to do something like that in order to be able to perform. Or you got to be one of those people that just can automatically just perform in cafeterias. You got to be had to be one of those people in order to have that kind of attention. I
Yeah.
wish they would have told us that. I would have been way more prepared for that.
Glee another one. That fucking show Glee, that was another one. Like you like You gotta be fucking kidding me. That is nowhere in hell all this shit is this good in high school. Like you like, you be sitting there like nowhere in hell all that shit happened in high
No,
school. Get the fuck out of here.
no, it was a weird experience. It was a weird experience because I didn't know the difference between reality and real. I was just believing everything I was seeing, and that actually speaking on that actually kind of the reason why I write a certain way. That's actually what I can say right there because of me not because of me growing up, seeing all that what's on TV and what's real life. That had to make me want to write differently, want to be able to perform differently from anybody else. Because people need to understand that what you see on TV is not as always 100. Because we got little kids growing up probably believing the same thing. But we don't want them to make the same mistakes that we did because we didn't get the knowledge of when we was younger.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It it it, it kind of is like our imagination had ran over overlapped reality in some
Yeah,
sense. Like
yeah,
it's crazy how our imagination has overlapped reality because it's like all the shit you see now is a bunch of fucking images and portrayals of people trying to act like they not like they tough and some shit. It's just like
yeah.
that's not reality. I know damn well that's not reality.
And been there at least once or twice where I had to be someone else just because.
Yeah, yeah, man. So talk about your new single. Talk about your single that came out on your YouTube channel, man. Tell them about where they can find your song, "Love Hate," right? "Love Hate."
February.
Yeah, "Love Hate February." Tell them about what they. Why "Love Hate February"? I understand the concept of it though, because I'm like
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. That makes more sense. Like I
If
understand
I
that.
see, I initially wanted to release it a little bit closer to around Valentine's Day, but I was actually contemplating on how I wanted it to be presented. So that's actually on me the reason why it was only like what 4 days left before February. But the concept will still remain the same through the song. So
Yeah,
it's
man.
always it will always be the relationships where it's love and dysfunction, and it's mostly intense or and determined around February between if the person is for you or the person is for you for materialistic things. It's the whole nine. If the person is there just to love you, or the person there just to be around you, or the person there is to use you. I wanted to just point out the simple things that is basically sexual, mental, and physical abuse around the time of February.
Yeah. I mean that's the shortest month, but it's the most pressure.
Ooh, yeah.
Eh,
I know personally. Me messing up 2 years personally.
it's the shortest month, but it's the most fucking pressure. Like, god damn, it's like god damn.
And trying to figure it out. And it brings out the inner character of you or your spouse.
Yeah,
That's what I realized.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. I appreciate you coming and sitting down with me, man, doing this amazing interview with me, my brother. Tell them one more time where they can find your music, your YouTube, your social media pages. Tell them where they can find everything, man.
Hi, my name is Akyb26. You can find me on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, uh, Twitter, Instagram, all is the same. On Instagram, it is AKYB dot 26. Thank you.
Thank you, man, for doing this, man. I really appreciate it, man. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, man. I get some sleep or do whatever the hell. Just enjoy the rest of your day, man. And I'll talk to
Do
you soon, man.
something.
Talk
Appreciate
to you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man.
it.
All right.